It's good to see you again today, and just want to do a little stress on the subject of meditation that we've been discussing since last week. Number one, I want you to know that meditation is your key to break into a secular space. You are a business person, you will really need a lot of people to come into what you are doing without you being compromised and without any form of corruption. Because one thing about meditation is that it makes you to be able to see life clearly. It is beyond reading. It is beyond studying. Meditation makes you to see things clearly, the way they are. In fact, you are going to call me and thank me recently because we are going to practice this, and it means just to see things that life is so simple. Despite the difficulties we are seeing, because the reason God introduced the art of meditation to Joshua was because that Joshua was looking at a mighty mountain to lead the whole nation of Israel. Wow, that's too heavy. And in our contemporary world today, I want you to know that that same art is still very possible for you, in the sense that the moment you separate yourself, then you begin to think on what you know. As you begin to think on what you know, the fear will come down. That this thing is not as tough as it seems. This thing is not as terrible as it looks like. So just give yourself that opportunity to think. I told you last week that meditation is an advanced form of thinking. Meditation is you thinking on what you know already. It is not that you just want to generate a new idea now that you want to start a business. You'll be selling phones. How do you sell the phones? You want to start a restaurant. You are into construction, and you don't want to give up. Especially if you don't want to give up in life, then meditation is the key. If you have any other option, probably you are tired of business and you want to pull out, no problem. But the moment you know that no matter how difficult this business is, I'm going to stay on it, then meditation is what you can use. So when you meditate, you see things clearly. The one basic thing to now do for you, like God told Joshua, is that He said, you will make your own way prosperous. Know this today as a business person, as an entrepreneur, as a professional. Nobody will make you to become prosperous. You will make your own way. What is that way there? A system. You make your own way, a principle, an ideology, a style. You make your own way to be prosperous. It means the moment you are starting a business, then you are a creative person. Then you now make your own way. That way you have chosen is a good one. But because you don't meditate enough, you'll be thinking, I'm not like company A, I'm not like company B, I'm not like my friends in other country. And let me tell you something, you cannot compare yourself with people operating in other cities or operating in other countries with what you are doing. Many people don't meditate. They don't come out being original. They are just like what everybody is doing. And it's going to create a problem for us in the economic space. But meditation says that it's going to give you a way. So out of so many people, you look so different. You will make your own way prosperous. Then prosperity there is not just that you quickly make money. You make your way prosperous, then it's just you seeing already that, wow, this thing is going to work. So you meditate to a level where you just know that this thing is going to work. Then that make your way prosperous is talking about peace. The first thing before you start making money, you have this peace. That peace of the mind. And that peace of the mind is what meditation will give to you. Meditation clears away a lot of wrong teachings, a lot of fears. In fact, to be sincere, meditation kills fear. So if you are coming into business, I don't want you just to think that all I just have to do this week is just to open my shop, is just to meet new clients. No. Your real office is your mind. I think I've said that before. Your real office is your mind. Then you come into that office, you lock that office, you lock yourself up in that office, then you begin to think. If you get to a level, you'll be thinking and you'll be smiling. You'll be thinking and you'll be smiling. That meditation is a capital for business. You will see everything clearly about that business. But when you worry too much, when you shout too much, when you are too ambitious, you'll be making a lot of mistakes. So if you want to reduce your mistake this year, meditate. What is meditation? Pause to think. Just press pause. You've been doing a lot. Just press pause. I was telling somebody recently, I said I used to do something before, and I realized that thing is good. But because of certain challenges in life, I began to think that thing I was doing was not good. Later, I now realized that is the system that God has given me. Everybody will have their own way in this life. I want you to understand that. You are going to have your way. That was my way. But because I'm not getting too much result out of it, I was actually thinking, maybe that was not my way. Until recently, I now realized that was my way. That what I was doing at that particular time was called consecration. It was a level of discipline that I needed to give the work I want to do. So I'm talking to you today. What is that consecration that you are building for your business? What is that special habit you are doing for your business? That is your own way. So you meditate to discover your own way. The road is blocked for everybody. But when you meditate, when you think, when you learn over and over, you've been reading books, you know the kind of business you want to do, but you're not just quickly going into it. You know the exact thing you need to do in business, but you're not just going to it. You are just take like some minutes to think. Then, as you are thinking, you are gathering yourself, your spirit, your soul, and your body. And more importantly, the products you want to push and the customers you want to draw. Because in business, you push a product, then you draw customers. How are you going to push a product to the market and draw multitude to your site? Then you must be able to know the way to do it, the exact way to do it. Many people don't know the way. They operate the general way. But what God is telling us today is that meditation will give you your own way. So if you make your own way, so your own way is not company A way. People used to say that there are many routes that leads to the market. I think what they are trying to say literally is that there are many ways for us to do this same business. Do you understand that? You are into photography, you are into film production, or you are selling. There is a market. That market is for everybody. But they're actually saying that there are several routes that lead to that market. The question today is that, will you be able to go to the general market? How will you be able to open the doors of a particular, how will you be able to open the door of a particular market, a particular product? You want to push something out. There is a road there, there is a road there, there is a road there. So whatever you are pushing in, 10 people are already pushing the same thing. So if 10 people are pushing the same thing to the market, how will you be able to create your own way into the market? I can guarantee you, just practice the art of meditation. Meditation is what you do when there is a mountain ahead of you, when there is you have every task, you have a system, a market to break, a product to present, customers to draw. So there is a way you open the door to the market and people know that this guy has something. Do you understand that? There is a way they see you. They say this guy has something. So as you are coming into the market, they too just begin to move their own way towards you and say, wow, let's just go and meet this guy too. It's a very serious thing for you to do. It's a spiritual exercise. I'm telling you, it's a spiritual exercise that requires that for some minutes, sometimes in a day, just shut down everything and do nothing, or just begin to think over. You think on what you want to put your money in. You think on what you want to spend the rest of your life on. You think on what you want to tell people that this is your passion and this is your profession. It is when you begin to think about that, then you will now come out with a new concept. And everybody around you will see that you are indeed called for this work. And let me just say this finally. You can do so many things. Only you can take time to think on them. You'll be amazed about the things that will come out of meditation. And you now begin to say, wow, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Today, I leave it to the hands of God. God bless you.